Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abiah coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Obadiah, verse 10. Says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." That's the ultimate judgment for this individual named Esau and his people named Edom. They will be cut off forever, meaning there will be no more, right? Ultimately. And it's all justified for the violence against us, who are Jacob, who are Israel, right? Go to the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 25. "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time." Right? Since we've been in this devil's hand, it's been nothing but destruction, chaos, rape, robbing, and murder. Right? Even to this day. Right? So with that being said, man, let the video play and I'll be back.
I have another video from another angle. Before I go to that next video, I want to remind you that all she was doing was recording. She was recording and talking to her brother. She was recording, okay? Recording the police is not illegal. Now, they didn't like it, and they may not have liked some of the words that she said while she was recording, but she was simply recording. Here's another angle. Wait, oh my God! Why you do, sir! Oh my God! Listen, the police do crazy things, but this may be one of the craziest stories you've heard in recent history. A black male goes to a coffee shop in Georgia. There's a sheriff and his wife. The sheriff is transporting an inmate. The elected sheriff is transporting an inmate. His wife is a deputy sheriff as well. She works for him. The wife screams that the black male groped her. The sheriff, who's outside of his county, decides to effect an arrest on the black male, contrary to the witnesses who said no groping took place whatsoever. The police come of that jurisdiction. They see the video. The investigators say, wait a minute, no groping took place, but the white female deputy, who's the wife of the sheriff, she starts to weaponize her white tears. And because she's crying, they decide to go ahead and arrest the black male, who happens to have a top secret security clearance from the U.S. government and one of their major contractors. He goes to jail for sexual assault. Here's the first video. Y'all not in uniform. Not in uniform trying to arrest them. Y'all were not in uniform trying to arrest them. Get took out my phone. She took my phone. For what? You seen it. I don't know. I'm not done. Bro, you seen it. You seen it. Oh, my God. What are you doing? Oh, this hurts so bad. Let me go. You don't even know me. Don't touch me because you in the wrong. And she in the wrong. Remember, the white female deputy who happens to be his wife, the sheriff's wife, has screamed that he groped me. She never was groped at all. We got the evidence to prove it. Now, here's the other irony of this entire story. The sheriff that you saw is an elected sheriff in a place called Clinch County, Georgia. The situation happened in Henry County, Georgia. Okay? He was outside of his jurisdiction. Okay? There's more. The local authorities arrived. The Henry County police arrived. Here's what happened. The lady in the car got her phone. She snatched her phone out of her hands. Her right there acting like she's not doing nothing.
She's trying to make a risk.
Are y'all on duty? Are y'all on duty? Are y'all on duty? Wait, are y'all on duty? Let one person talk about an assault. Nobody did nothing. Are y'all on duty though?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing like this in my life.
Listen. Shaking hands like everything. Sweet.
I'm in handcuffs and I'm calm. It's okay. It's okay.
Key man says he rushed his friend to the hospital to save his life and ended up with 5 police officers piled on top of him.
But it's what officers left out of their reports that prompted him to reach out to Fox 6 investigator Brian Polson.
When 5 police officers struggled to get one man to handcuffs, you probably wonder what that man did to provoke them.
He did nothing.
Especially if he's innocent.
Why would he just cooperate?
It's a question Michael Poe has been asking himself for a year.
When fingers are getting pointed at you for something that you didn't do, it's kind of hard to say what's going to be going through your mind.
Poe is part owner of a private Milwaukee cigar club named for 11 black professionals who've been friends for years. On April 14th, 2021, 3 of them were watching basketball.
We've seen a big spark come from the ceiling.
Then I said, oh, it's the hole up in the ceiling.
When friend cried out, "I've been shot."
Blood is just gushing out of his leg.
Poe quickly made a tourniquet, and Daniel Beard grabbed his keys.
We just said, hey, we just got to get him to the hospital.
They called 911 on the way to Columbia St. Mary's. Police quickly respond to 504 East Center.
It's empty.
But no one's there.
If you want to just do me a favor and go talk with my partner.
Outside the emergency room,
Next thing you know, you're
the victim's friends tell police what they saw.
I thought the ceiling fan went out.
And Poe alerts officer
And I do carry a service weapon, too.
he is carrying a gun.
I was always told to say that.
Yep, no, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
As one officer heads in to meet with the victim,
What room did he go?
others separate the witnesses. And once again, Beard
Just sat there.
and Poe
On the ceiling.
explain what happened.
There's a hole in the ceiling.
Larry's like, I've been shot.
He said, I've been shot. I'm like, what?
Blood is just pouring on his leg.
At the same time, police force their way into the lounge
Milwaukee police, anybody in here, announce yourself.
and find a bullet hole in the ceiling,
Oh, yeah, right here.
just as the witnesses described.
I'm sure something not going to be too hard for him to solve.
For the next hour,
Man, that's crazy.
officers engage the men in light conversation.
Is it a members only kind of place?
It's private only, yeah.
But then,
Sir, we're going to have to go with it.
their tone changes.
I just want to intersect for a quick second. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10, which is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. You seen how calm and smooth they was talking to this dude, but at the end of the day, the moment that bruh said, I got a gun, he was gone. He was done. He just didn't know it.
Bobby starts his own recording as police learn there's a second shooting victim. At first, 20-year-old Cameron Lee told workers at Mount Sinai Hospital he'd been shot by a passing car.
Why don't you, instead of adding a charge of lying, why don't you just tell me what happened?
But Lee eventually admitted to detectives he was in the apartment above the lounge, showing off a gun to some girls, when it accidentally went off.
It shot through my pants, everything.
Not only did Lee shoot himself, the bullet went through the floor and struck a man in the lounge below.
What are the chances of that?
But instead of sticking around to explain what happened,
I'm shot. What the am I supposed to do?
Lee panicked.
There's got to be another way out. There's There's not.
Jumped from a second-story balcony.
That was a pretty big jump.
And ran.
I don't know how I did it, but I just did it.
When officers asked the tenants upstairs what happened,
Hi, this is Morgan Police. Is anyone else shot upstairs? No.
they lied.
Told them they didn't see or hear anything.
That only added to the confusion back at Columbia St. Mary's,
I'm not sitting back in the white car.
where the focus turned to Michael Poe.
We have reasonable suspicion that the crime has been committed. Yes.
You guys are telling me I shot my friend.
I don't say, that's why I say you're not under arrest.
Officers assured Poe he was not under arrest, but also that he had no choice but to come with them for questioning.
It's either you stand up and you go to our car or you can do it in person.
Alright, so you saw the rest of it. Basically, 5-6 cop bammed that man up, put them cuffs on him, took him on in, right? This the book of Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17 says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. For whatever reason, the Most High people continue to believe that this place has their best interests at heart. If they could just be nice and calm and, upright citizens. And bro, at the end of the day, you cannot take your skin off. You can't take them. They can't take their big nose off. Can't take off them big lips. Can't take off that big head. Right? You are what you are. You just need to deal with the reality of your situation. The reality of your situation is you are a prisoner of war in a land that's not yours, that's ran by your oppressor, the same people that's written in the word to hate you and that vowed to destroy you. These are the facts. If you don't want to deal with it, that's between you and the Lord. But at the end of the day, you will experience it every day in this place. Might not be from the police, but it'll come from the job. Might not come from the job, but it'll come from the bank. Might not come from the bank, but it'll come from the landlord. Either way it go, you gonna face some form of oppression in this place. All right? Lamentation 4:17 again. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. They stay trapping us, whether it be through their laws. They stay throwing traps our way. All right. Let me see. This is the book of Psalms. Let me see. Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8. It says, let me see. Actually, Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4 says, "The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after power. Power is not in all his thoughts." The understanding of who the wicked is in Micah, Malachi, the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1 through 4. The wicked is Esau, Edom. Right? The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, if you go to the book of Obadiah, verse 1 through 3. You'll see who this proud one is. Right? Book of Psalms chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after power. Power is not in all his thoughts. Right, verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. When you driving on the freeway, where are they? Where them people with the red and blue lights on top of their cars? Do they be just out in the open? No, they be ducked off in the cut. When you riding around your neighborhood, do these people just be out in the open? No, where are they? Lurking in the secret places. We literally live in curses, man. This is not our place of rest. All right, let me read that again. Psalms chapter 10, verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. That's us. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Traps. That man caught that man up. This last video, this last individual walked directly into a trap. Like I said, the minute that man told the law that I have a weapon, bro, you suspect number one off top. Off top. Right? The minute that sister in the other video held up that phone and was anything but polite to that dude, in the trap. Right? Same thing with Buddy that got bammed up for so-called groping that cave dweller. All traps, man. He got caught in the trap of the so-called white woman's tears. Bro, you know how powerful Edomite woman's tears is in this place? But them tears can get you to lose your job. I know I've experienced it. Them tears will get you fired. Them tears will get you thrown in jail, get handcuffs put on you. Them tears will get you kicked out of establishments. These are facts. All right? Understand who you are and where you are, Jake. And when I say Jacob, I'm speaking about Israel. Israel, you so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, and all our brethren around the world, all the so-called Negro descent. Know where you at. Know where you are. This is not your place of rest, man. You here serving a sentence, right? You've been found guilty of crimes against the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and you serving a sentence for that. This ain't no recreational time, man. This ain't time to be kicking up your feet and chilling. This is time to get your spirit right, get your mind right, because it's only gonna get worse and worse, man. It's only gonna get worse and worse. This devil know he ain't got nothing but a short time. So it's only gonna get worse. Right? If you're not pissed off about your situation, you lost, man. Look, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. You should be mad. But by these people throwing you, tax returns and, stimulus checks and allowing you to go and get with their women and you can get in your car and drive almost wherever you want to. All right? Your heart, which is your mind, has been righteously destroyed from the facts of what's really going on. Lack of awareness, man. All right? The truth of the matter is, man, like I said, you're a prisoner of war. And these people want you dead. Don't give a damn how much money you got, how nice you are to these individuals. Catch the right one at the right time. They'll show you exactly who you are in this place. All right? Go to the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 15. It says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. All right? And these folk have been ruling over us, man, since we've been here. You can say you free all day and day all you want, but at the end of the day, get in the right situation. They'll show you how free you are. All right? So I'm going to end with this. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 17, and verse 12. Says, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. This is a punishment. And the only thing that's going to get us out of this prison is going to be divine intervention from Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So with that, knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, but now is our salvation nearer than we believed. So get your mind right, man. Understand where you are and act like it, man. Cast off that nigga spirit and put on your righteous self so that you can see this world, so that you can hear these prophecies and prepare yourself for things to come. So with that, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloim Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Hashem Harakah Kodash Shalom Yashala.